This incident happened to me just 1 year ago. My school's final exams were approaching, and I still had so much preparation left. Now, normally our school library used to close at 5 o'clock, but because the exams were near, the school management made a decision. They announced that the library would remain open until 11 o'clock at night. This was so that students could stay late to prepare for exams if they wanted to. My house wasn't very far from the school, so instead of studying at home with all its distractions, I prefer to go to the library. I wanted a calm, focused environment. That day, I left home at 6 in the evening and reached the library to prepare. While studying, I completely lost track of time. I didn't even realize when it became 10 o'clock at night. I had never stayed this late in the library before. The latest I had ever stayed was 8 o'clock. At that hour, there were still some students around. But after 10 o'clock, the library became completely silent. I only had about 10 or 15 minutes of work left, so I thought to myself, let me just finish this quickly. Then I'll leave for home. I was completely engrossed in my work. My head was down. My pen was moving. And that's when I heard it. Someone was walking strangely outside the library. I immediately picked up my book and rushed out. Outside our school library, there is a long corridor. If you turn right at the end of that corridor, you reach the school's main door. I was walking quickly through the corridor, heading toward the main door. And that's when, at the very end of the corridor, I saw a woman standing there. I couldn't see who she was, but as I moved closer toward her, I felt a strange sense of discomfort, a deep, unexplainable unease. It got so bad that, out of pure panic, I called out loudly, "Who is there?" And the moment I said that, within just a few seconds, she was gone. Just like that. Vanished. I took a deep breath of relief. Then I stepped out through the school's main door. By this time, I was exhausted and hungry. I could barely walk properly. But as I stepped onto the street, I noticed something strange. The street was completely empty. That was odd, because this street is almost always busy, even late at night. You usually see people working or walking around. But tonight, nothing, just silence. I started walking toward my house, keeping my eyes on the ground in front of me. I was tired. I wasn't really looking up. And then, suddenly, I saw a shadow on the ground. A shadow that was growing larger. But here's the thing. There was no one next to me. I stopped breathing for a second. Then I slowly lifted my head and looked ahead. There was a woman walking in front of me. She looked strange, unsettling. It seemed like she was injured. She was limping heavily, struggling with every step, walking so slowly that within just a few moments, I had almost caught up to her. I came so close that I could see her clearly. She was wearing dirty, worn-out clothes. Her arms and legs looked twisted, bent in ways that didn't seem natural. And her hair was completely disheveled, messy, spread out everywhere. Everything about her felt wrong. My instincts screamed at me. A gut feeling kept telling me again and again, you should not go closer to her. You should not cross her. But I also didn't have the courage to stop. And then she stopped walking. She turned around. My body froze at that moment. I couldn't move. I couldn't speak. I couldn't even take a single step back. My voice was completely gone. My legs felt like they were nailed to the ground. She looked at me, and then she asked me something. I don't even remember the exact words anymore, but I remember the fear. I remember not knowing what to answer. Out of pure terror, I lifted my finger and pointed far away. I pointed somewhere into the darkness. I wanted her to go there. I wanted her to leave. And then she started limping again. Slowly, painfully. She moved in the direction I had pointed. She walked deeper and deeper into the darkness until she disappeared from my sight. I stood there for a moment, telling myself, she's gone, it's over. I started moving toward my house again. All I wanted was to see another person. A car. Anyone. Someone I could ask for help. And then from the darkness in the distance, I heard her voice again. A loud, screaming voice. And after that, I don't remember anything. When I regained consciousness, I was lying on the road unconscious. A neighbor found me and drove me home. Later, I learned something terrifying. In 1998, a woman used to live in an apartment building near my school. She lived with her daughter. She loved her daughter more than anything in this world. Her daughter was only 9 years old and studied at Eden School. One day, while playing at school, the daughter suddenly collapsed. Her hand had broken. But that wasn't all. That same day, the mother had a dream of her daughter's death. And when she woke up, she learned that her daughter had actually passed away. She couldn't bear the pain. She couldn't accept it. And she left this world soon after, with a restless heart and an unfinished search. People say that even after her death, her soul never found peace. She is often seen near the school and the surrounding areas, still searching for her daughter, still wandering, still waiting, still hoping to meet her one last time. Hi everyone. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, please don't forget to comment and subscribe to my channel. And with that, this story comes to an end. Again, if you want to submit your own story, the email ID is in the description. Well, that's it. Bye. And I hope you are very, very happy.